guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. This time it is going to be on Morbius. Now, Morbius is, now, I'm not familiar with the comic book character. In fact, I knew nothing about the comic book character until this movie was announced. But this movie is in the same, Venom, Spider-Man universe, so it's basically that type of movie. It's in the same, Spider-Man, Venom world-verse, something like that. We follow Michael Morbius as he's a doctor. We see him as a kid, and then once he had this friend called Milo, and once he grows up, he becomes like this vampire-like creature, and he meets up with Milo again, and they were friends, but now they're rivals, and they go up against each other, and something like that. And yeah, that's basically all I really know about the entire plot. Or not the entire plot, just some of it. But this movie, how do I put this? It's a masterpiece, okay? Go out and see it, okay? It's the best movie of the year. No questions asked. Spider-Man No Way Home, forget that movie, okay? Now, this movie right here, this is the real deal. This was totally worth the wait. Go out and see it. Perfect score. Nothing more to say. Video's over. The end. Obviously, this is an April Fool's Day joke. I was trying really hard to come up with a good April Fool's Day joke, but I'm kind of running out of ideas, okay? I almost thought of a good one, but I felt like waiting till next year because I didn't really feel much like doing an April Fool's Day joke. I mean, I don't really have to, but, I mean, really I don't have to, but I want to. But I just can't really think of a good one because I don't want to come up with anything too offensive, like, well, not offensive. I mean, like where you can't fully understand the joke, because a lot of people didn't understand my top 10 worst Zelda games joke. Some people didn't even watch the full video. I mean, a lot of people did like my last joke, but I'm getting way off topic here. The point is, that's the best I could do for an April Fool's Day joke. But, anyways, yeah, this movie was anything but worth the wait. Unlike films like No Time to Die, Dune, A Quiet Place Part 2, which were definitely worth the wait, because those were supposed to be released in 2020, just like this movie were, but those movies were actually worth the year-long delays. This movie, honestly, it should have been released in 2020, because I don't know why they kept delaying it so many times. A lot of people said it was so Spider-Man could make more money, because it was supposed to be released in January, a month before Spider-Man was released. But I guess they were just trying to wait to make more money. But honestly, this movie feels like a film that would come out in January, because it feels like a January movie. And the best movie, at least in my opinion, that came out in January was Scream. And that's a horror movie to a big franchise. And that movie was actually pretty damn good. But right here, I honestly wanted to check out after the movie even started, because this movie, there was just nothing going for this movie, okay? I mean, it tries its best to pull you in with the character of Morbius, with Jared Leto portraying him, but honestly, Jared Leto did not save this movie at all. In fact, I thought his performance was very bland and uninspiring, and he's not even entertaining in the movie. Like, there was not a single, like, joke to be had with this movie. There isn't any comedy. I mean, when it tries to have it, it doesn't work at all. I mean, for me, I think Jared Leto should just not be in any more comic book movies, whether if it's the DC universe or the Marvel universe, because it just shows right here that he's better off just doing regular movies. Even though House of Gucci, while I liked House of Gucci, and I honestly did like his role in that, he still won a Razzie for that. But he's definitely been in way worse movies, and I think this is one of his absolute worst films. Okay, not only is Jared Leto's character very boring, but everybody else too. They were very bland. I didn't give a shit about a single character in this movie. Not the main villain. I'm not sure if Morbius is supposed to be like a bad guy. I mean, Venom is more of an anti-hero, at least in his movies right here. He's sort of an anti-hero too, but it's just hard for me to make out, because, like I said before, there isn't anything that this movie is really going for. I mean, the movie takes itself way too seriously. I mean, Venom was ridiculous, okay? But it was ridiculous in a good way. I mean, I thought the sequel to Venom was definitely better than the first version. I definitely see why the first Venom got so much negativity from critics. But you know what? It still had more going for it than this. Because right here, it was just very dull. I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record. But even when it does get into the action sequences aren't all that interesting. I mean, they're they're poorly edited. Like, the editing to them is just, like, the visual effects, all the, like, I don't know, the dusty, like, stuff that comes out of their bodies. I mean, it's just very lazy. And there are times when, you know, they go from, normal motion to slow motion, normal motion, slow motion, normal motion, slow motion. They basically go into a pattern a lot of the time. So, yeah, not only is the action bad, but so is the editing, too. And there's not enough of it to keep me fully entertained. And there's just too much of a messy plot in here to keep me invested. I mean, despite the fact that this is only an hour and 45 minutes, it felt way longer than that. The Batman felt shorter because I was actually invested and engaged with the story. And I actually wanted to see what was going on as the movie got deeper. But here, I wanted to check out just after the opening. I mean, honestly, I was, like, I was very confused, even after, like, the first, like, 2 minutes, where I was all like, oh, okay, there is going to be some brief spoilers, but, like, after the first 2 minutes, it has, like, a backstory, and then it cuts to, I mean, it has, like, that, you know, going from starting off as a child, then growing up 5 minutes later. It really wasn't anything special. It almost reminded me of Fan 4 Stick a little bit. Yes, I actually said that. It reminded me of Fan 4 Stick, but with more dull characters. I mean, okay, they're equally dull, but even the comedy, there really wasn't that much. Like, remember in the trailer where Morbius was like, when he's attacking a guy, the guy's like, who the hell are you? And then Morbius is like, Venom. No, just kidding. I'm Dr. Michael Morbius. He doesn't say that. He does say, I am Venom, and that's it. Like, he's lying to him saying he's Venom, and doesn't say his actual name. Like, really? Like, that's... that I just don't even know what to make out, because I am literally trying to find a single thing that I did enjoy about this movie, but there are times when the movie nearly put me to sleep. I'm not even joking right here. In the end, guys, Morbius should have been released a long time ago, because the movie is uninspiring. It's one of the most dull, lifeless comic book movies I've seen in a while. Jared Leto couldn't save this one. None of the other characters could save this one. It's poorly edited, poorly directed, and that ending too, like, what was with that ending? Like, even the two post-credit scenes that come up just before the full credits, like, seriously, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it has one of the worst endings I have seen in quite a while. Like, I don't even think enough explained videos will cover that. But yeah, guys, I don't know what there is more to say. I do not recommend Morbius a single bit. I'm serious when I say I tried my best to find some enjoyment, but I couldn't, okay? I was just ready to check out. I was just waiting for the credits to roll just so I could leave. And the credits rolled pretty fast because the ending was so anticlimactic, and it just left me confused. Actually, this whole movie left me confused, so yeah. So yeah, guys, you should probably know what my rating is. It's the exact opposite of the rating you just saw earlier. I was honestly just hoping for this movie to be at least mediocre, but it was way worse than mediocre. I got more enjoyment out of Venom than I did here, because at least Venom didn't take itself too seriously. Hell, even the New Mutants, I found some enjoyment out of that, because it was going for a more horrific route. Sure, there's some horror in here, or tries to, but it fails at trying to deliver horror as well. But I'm talking way too long. I also, I did go to Best Buy and got a few 4K Blu-rays just before seeing the movie. So yeah, I picked up Encanto. You see Pikachu. I enjoyed the movie enough to own it on 4K, so just stop bitching because I didn't give it a perfect score. Okay, I also got West Side Story and Akira on 4K. I mentioned this in my 4K collection video, that I really wanted to get Akira on 4K when I talked about Ghost in the Shell, and I did get Akira on 4K. I'm sure it's going to look outstanding in 4K. I cannot wait to watch this. But yeah, honestly, I really wished Everything Everywhere All at Once was playing this weekend as well. So that would make up for the movie that I just saw. But on the bright side, since Coda won Best Picture and it's an Apple TV Plus exclusive, it's going to be playing in some theaters near me this weekend, so I will be seeing that. I'm actually really looking forward to checking that film out. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Ward out.